Welcome guys to a brand new video on Wuthering Ways. Now I've seen a recent discussion that I want to talk about regarding the game, which is to do with the brand new character Jinhsi versus Jiyan. Now there is two questions I've seen a lot of people ask. The first one, Jiyan versus Jinhsi, who is the best DPS? Honestly, that is a very good question. Of course we want to know who is currently the best DPS character in the game. But then there is a really dumb question that people are asking or are trying to insist happen. That is that Jinhsi power crept Jiyan. Honestly, stupid question. I'm not even gonna lie, that is an absolutely stupid question. Because if you know what power creep means, power creep insists or basically is saying that this character literally destroys this other character. And no, that did not happen in 1.1. From 1.0 to 1.1, we did not just get a new character that literally blows every single character out of the water. It does not work like that. And I get it. I get why people are asking this question, because Jinhsi has insane nuke potential compared to Jiyan, which is basically like a Beyblade. Basically, I'm calling Jiyan a Beyblade. He's just spinning around doing his dragon attack, and of course you're not seeing massive amounts of damage, but you do know his damage is absolutely crazy. So again, many people are saying that Jinhsi power crept Jiyan, which is honestly extremely stupid, because no, it did not happen. It's just a dumb ass question, and it's a dumb ass answer if people say yes. Because at the end of the day, the only thing she did power creep him in is the animations. Her animations are of course 10 times better than Jiyan. Her utility in the overworld, yes, is slightly better than Jiyan as well, in terms of being able to float and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't even say it's power crept. I wouldn't say power crept. The only thing I would definitely say power crept Jiyan in is the animations, because she has a lot of really nice stellar animations. But in terms of DPS, nah, that did not even happen at all. Now I do have both of these characters. My Jiyan, I don't have his own weapon, so for Jinhsi I did pull her weapon. Of course the damage from her is insane. Now I will say this, in the overworld or in general, I prefer using Jinhsi any day. Like, Jinhsi is one of my favorite characters. The main reason for that is because I can get faster damage with shorter durations, in my opinion, compared to a character like Jiyan, where you literally need to use his ult before his damage is actually insane. And to be able to continuously or consistently use his ult, you need a good amount of or decent echo pieces to make sure you have energy regeneration. But that is a lot harder to get. So especially for someone who's like me, who doesn't spend like hours trying to farm the best pieces for a character, I don't have the best echo pieces for Jiyan. But at the same time, I do not have the best echo pieces for Jinhsi. But because I can consistently output insane amount of damage with the shortest rotation compared to Jiyan, which I have to do a bunch of manual attacks, which doesn't even feel that nice. It's annoying to use Jiyan in the overworld where I'm trying to kill enemies as fast as possible. But with Jinhsi, I can just do a huge amount of damage like straight away. Again, it does not mean she power crept Jiyan. It's just that Jinhsi, just in the overworld, you can get faster amount of damage, and since the damage isn't locked behind her ult, it is a lot easier to consistently kill the enemies faster in the overworld. So that's why I love Jinhsi and I love using her. But again, Jiyan is still a amazing DPS, and in the tier list, I will put him on the same tier as Jinhsi and Yinlin. Those three are the best DPS in the game, and even in the future I still think that Jinhsi will still have many use compared to well, Jiyan, honestly, because Jinhsi does have a little bit of a supportive capability, which is to do with the you know, the swapping in of your character. I've forgotten what it's called. This game has a really like a weird naming system, concerto energy. I don't really know what it's called, but you know how you can basically do your character's swap in animation intro. That's it. You could do your character's intro without actually having enough energy, because she gives you that stuff, which is cool. I think that has great utility for the future as well. Even if a amazing DPS spectral character comes out, she still has use in that team as well. The quick swap meta, I do actually like it. Initially I wasn't a fan of it, but I do like it compared to again running Jiyan. I do not like running Jiyan, but I will not, you know, I will not join that conversation of what I actually just did with this video. But I'm not gonna enjoy the conversation when people are saying, oh yeah, Jinhsi power crept Jiyan. It's a stupid statement. No, it did not. It did not. Jiyan is still a top tier character, top tier DPS character, and it still delivers a huge amount of damage. Now, one thing I will say with Jinhsi, she does have a really good broken team that literally requires little investments, and that's with Yanbu. Is it Yanbu or Yanwa? You know the daddy guy. Oh my, that's weird. I called him the daddy guy. That's weird. The really hot old guy in the game. Like, I'm just gonna say that he's very hot for an old guy. He's very cool. He looks insane, and essentially you can basically use him at level 1. No investment, as long as you just put the echo pieces. You don't have to level the echo pieces. You can literally put him in that team, and with Jinhsi and another healer, whether it's Verena or Baizi, you can actually have a really good team. Low investment team, and it works extremely well, because at the end of the day, the main character that's going to be dealing the most amount of damage is basically your Jinhsi. So at the end of the day, I really like using Jinhsi. I like the fact that you don't really need that much investment, but she does have, her team is quite limited. If you don't have a specific character, it makes it a little bit harder to use her. Now, my old daddy guy, he actually has 5 dupes in him, which makes him actually really good to use with Jinhsi as well. But again, you don't really need any sequence for him to help Jinhsi deal insane amount of damage. So that's actually very good. So yeah, Jinhsi, Jiyan, absolutely amazing character. Yinlin, absolutely amazing character. And of course, the next character we get released, Changli, is also going to be a very top tier character. I think Scar might be a fire character. So honestly, or is it fusion they call it? Yeah, they call it fusion. So honestly, pulling for Changli will basically mean I need to pull Scar in the future when he comes out, because of course Scar will need that great fire buff from, or fusion buff from Changli. So that's gonna be cool, and I hope in the future we get more DPS. Well, of course people are gonna ask, did this character power creep this character? But I hope, well, I don't think this game is going to do much like insane power creep in like literally one version, probably until like 2. I don't know how the game is going to be doing it, which is like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Is it stopping at 1.5 and then jumping all the way to 2.0? I'm not really too sure. With 2.0, with any, like, we're kind of comparing it to like Genshin, or we're expecting the same thing with Genshin, where 2.0 is usually like a new massive map introduction with like new stuff, new mechanics and all that amazing stuff, which I think many people are expecting Wuthering Waves to do as well, but they might surprise us as well. But I'm not sure how they're going to be doing that version updates and version releases, but I'm hoping the next character we get is absolutely meh in terms of wants, because, well, I mean like the 1.2 characters. I really want to start saving. I don't mind spending in this game, but I can't spend every single time for a new character. Wuthering Wave does a massive like amazing like design for character, which causes me to feel like I need to spend for every single one of them. But of course, that's not how the game works. You pull for who you like. I like the animations, that's for Changli and Jinhsi, that's why I definitely need to pull them. But I'm hoping that the next character, I'm not saying Wuthering Wave should release meh and disgusting looking characters, but you know what, if they're not of the same tier as Jinhsi and Changli in terms of animation and design and like usefulness, I definitely will skip them happily. So I probably will save for the main characters we all love, like Scar, Camellia. So those are the 2 characters I'm going to be saving for in the future. And of course, they might release a really stunning looking mommy character that we all want to get. So that, you know, we can wait and see for that as well. But anyways, hopefully this video helps you guys out in understanding the situation between Jiyan and Jinhsi. No, she did not power creep Jiyan. She does do more damage than Jiyan, but Jiyan has the AoE, better AoE. I'm not saying that Jinhsi doesn't do AoE, but Jiyan's AoE is better with his ult. It's basically like a spin of death, like Beyblade. It's really cool in that way. But then when he's out of his ult, if you don't have the energy regeneration, or you can't ult next, it's just very annoying to use him, honestly. And I really don't like his team as well with Motefi. I know I am someone who doesn't like Motefi, so I actually start using Yinlin with Jiyan actually, and then I start actually enjoying the team, because I don't have to stay on Jiyan for that much. I can go on Yinlin to do a couple of damages, you know, and then switch back into Jiyan when I have his ult available. But Verena is honestly a character everyone just uses in their team. Literally, the state of this game is literally Verena. I hope in the future we can get a good support character, but in general, those banners don't really do that well. And to be honest, I'm not really looking for a character to straight up actually no, I want a character that is on the same par as Verena, but of course I don't think they're gonna power creep Verena. I think Verena is still always gonna be like a really strong character, similar to how Bennett is in Genshin Impact. So I don't think Verena is gonna get like straight up power creep, because that would be absolutely insane. If there's a character that literally gets released that does way more buffs than and healing than Verena, that would honestly break the game. Like, it will be so easy to destroy everything in this game. So I don't think the devs are going to do that anytime soon, maybe in the near future, but for now I don't see that happening anytime soon. And of course, with DPS characters coming out, more of them are going to be very strong. We are probably going to get main DPS for every single element type in the game before we start seeing... Actually, no, they could just release a support character next banner. I think the next one could just be another support character with like a... the 1.2 could have a healer, honestly. So that would be cool to see. But if they keep releasing DPS, it might just get stale. We want to see some more amazing supportive character. I'm now being forced to build Mbizi. I haven't actually been focusing on her. Literally, I only started building her yesterday. She was at level 1, so I need to work on her, and I'm gonna get to union level 50 in like 2 days, so that's cool as well. So I might make a video on that as well. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.